Okay, another 6 months have passed and it's time for another DVD and Blu-ray update. Although this time I'm doing the Blu-rays first again because once again I have way more DVDs than I do Blu-rays, although this isn't going to be the longest update because I'm going to be showing a bunch of DVDs at once for most of these things, right? So, first Blu-ray I got, getting the remaining movie in this film series that I didn't have, I got Underworld Blood Wars. I've already made the review for this, so there's really not that much more I can say about these movies, right? Grabbing the latest installment of another series of movies that I like, although I am missing the third and second one of this series, even though I don't plan on getting the second one. I got Mission Impossible 5. And I do know what's going on with Mission Impossible 6. I've been trying to keep a little bit of an eye on that because it seems like they were pushing this movie to be released a lot faster than the gaps between 3 and 4 and 4 and 5 respectively, because I was really shocked when they announced 4 and 5 coming, but this one, not that surprised, yeah. Now, this last Blu-ray that I've got, yeah, this is it for the Blu-rays, was a bit of a random movie that I just found one day when I was just trying to find something interesting of Batman to watch. This came up and I decided, screw it, let's give it a watch, and I was really impressed with it, even though really it's just a feature-length episode of the Justice League, even though I've only seen the big long pilot of it, which is a feature-length episode. I got Justice League Doom. And one thing that's honestly pretty interesting about a lot of the, DC animated universe stuff is that a lot of it is directly about or features Batman. It's odd, because if you look at all those series in the DC animated universe, it seems like the only ones that don't really feature Batman are Static Shock and the Zeta Project, which don't really get talked about, so, Right, I do know Superman has his own series, right? Moving on to the DVDs. So, first of all, grabbing the remaining seasons of this TV show that in my past 2 videos I've been collecting but hadn't really given my thoughts on. I got seasons 5 through 7 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And it was pretty tough for me to track these seasons down because since I had 1 through 4 in this packaging, with the fin packs, I wanted to be consistent, and it was kind of tough for me to find these. I ended up having to get a couple duplicates of season 3 and season 7 in order to get these, but I'm not complaining. And since making my last DVD and Blu-ray update, I have since watched every single season of the Buffyverse, but I haven't made all the videos yet, so... Well, that spoils what I was going to show you next, doesn't it? Yeah, by the time I got to Buffy Season 4, I decided I might as well get the companion series, and I picked up all 5 seasons of Angel. Yes, I bought the complete series set because it was cheap. I ended up saving about $10, but I ended up actually getting Season 1 before that as a test run, so I've actually got a duplicate of it over there. Funny. Now, this next TV show, I saw the pilot episode of this show for one of my community college classes. It was designed to, make me think about writing style, shot composition, and stuff like that, but I found myself rather interested in what was going on in that pilot episode, and it's one of those shows that a lot of people do talk about. So I found this season at half price, brand new, factory sealed, and the same price as a Star Wars paperback, $9.50, and I was like, well, why don't I just pick it up and see if I like it or not? So I picked up the first season of The West Wing. Don't really know too much about it, but the pilot episode intrigued me enough to make me pick it up, although it has been a year and, no, it's been almost 2 years since I've seen the pilot episode. Whoops. Blind buy, but I've paid off with blind buys before. Buffy was a blind buy. Blind buy. Right. Expanding my collection on this TV show, I have the first season of this show, and I watched 4 or 5 episodes of it, I forget which. For whatever reason, I didn't continue with it, maybe because I wasn't in that great of a mood that weekend, but I was like, this show is actually pretty well written. It seems like there's going to be a lot of continuity to it. I think I should eventually grab more of it, so I decided to grab seasons 2 through 4 of Smallville. And one thing that's interesting is, like with the Mythbusters sets that I was complaining about in my last DVD update, they have the discs come out of the wrong side. I guess this is going to be a trend now. Whatever. I've learned to stop complaining about that. I've heard bits and pieces about that show, and I have been spoiled a little thing that happens like towards the end of season 4, because they have the band Lifehouse play in one of those episodes. That's actually how I rediscovered the song You and Me, and I really like that song, so yeah. And I'm pretty sure Jensen Ackles, who plays Dean Winchester's Supernatural, was in that clip. Yeah. Finally, further expanding my collection of this particular series and closing one of 2 gaps that was in there, along with completely closing another, I got seasons 3, 6, and 7 of Mythbusters. But I've actually learned a few facts about this show on DVD since the last DVD and Blu-ray update. Now, when it comes to Mythbusters, they release them either in collections or season sets. You've got like 14 collections of somewhat random episodes that are nonetheless close together in terms of the show's timeline, and then you've got season sets. There's 1 through 11 along with the pilot episode disc, but here's the thing. If you add up all 11 of those seasons and the pilot disc episodes, you're actually still missing a decent amount of episodes, because all of those sets comprise 246 or 247 episodes, whereas the total number of episodes that Mythbusters has aired is 282. Now, I have heard that there are like 8 clip shows, and that it seems like Mythbusters Collection 1 does have 3 of the episodes that those seasons don't provide. So I was kind of annoyed to learn that, but if everything that I have said is correct, I'm actually only missing 25 episodes. So it's out of 274, so when you look at it, if I'm only missing 9% of the show, I'm actually doing pretty good, because I've got a lot more of the show than what I don't have, and there are ways to get the episodes, albeit I'd have to download them off of here, but I'm willing to do that. I've got loads of sites where I can download stuff from, right? So eventually I'm going to have to do a whole bunch of checking off for that show, but I'll deal with it. Yeah. So that finishes it up. Yeah, this was pretty short for a DVD and Blu-ray update, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, see you in several months with the next one. Or whenever I upload my next video.